Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am JayLee. This is JLeesCorner, and this is a late review, honey. I know it's a late review for Friends and Family Hustle, season 3, episode 2. But nonetheless, I'm gonna get it done, honey. I'm trying to get back, just into things or whatever, But first things first, if you have not done so already, please make sure to subscribe to my channel and come on, JayBird, dun 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 dun, and all that goodness and stuff. It's been a really calm day. I washed my hair and everything is clear. So everybody center yourself, okay? Anyway, do not forget to also like, comment, and share this video. You can also follow me on IG, IG and or Twitter, okay? At J_Lees_Corner. If you don't see the name on the screen somewhere, the link to all my social media is in the description box below. It's my social media stuff, my email, my P.O. box, who sing the intro song, all the things you may have questions about. It's down in the description box. Even my Teespring merchandise link is in the description box. Okay, but let's go on and get to this Friends and Family Hustle. I feel like, T.I. and Tiny don't be having much. They're not giving us too much right now. We're getting the most from LaToya and Tommy, if you ask me, at least for this particular episode. So I'm going in order of the families, okay? So with Tia and Tiny, they got their youngest baby working. Okay, the little girl Eris out here, she got a little nail care line, a little lip gloss line or whatever. Now we seen them create that I think it was in season 1 when they did that or whatever. So business is a little low for them, for the little girl. So they feel like, we should do a promotional video, like, to promote it. I'm looking like, I just don't think people want nail polish from a 3-year-old. I just think that's not yet. Not yet. And you can't just do things on the TV show. You have to be active in all these genres, okay? We may forget that the little girl even got nail polish, but I digress. Okay, now Tiny, like, it ain't me who run things, whatever. It's Eris who run things. Like, she picks colors and she picks the flavors of the lip gloss or whatever. So she really be, included as well. Because she's 3. And the 3-year-olds, I like this color and that color and that color, whatever. But I do think the little girl Eris is very much so older than 3. She acts like she's like 5 or 6. You know what I'm saying? So she's inputting things here or there, whatever. So we then see they all go bowling. Okay, bowling. They trying to get the kids out the house, off their phones, off the tablets, okay, off the whole internet thing. But that little boy Major don't care. Major like, I want to sit here with my phone and my lap. He brought his cell phone and a laptop to the bowling alley, okay? And in his little confession, he's like, you know what? I just sometimes don't want to do nothing. I don't want to breathe. I don't want to do nothing, okay? Let me be here to myself doing absolutely nothing. He's different. Okay, he's a different look at or whatever. He at the bowling alley in his little flip flops. He didn't even put on bowling shoes or put on. He was bowling in flip flops and just tossing the ball down there, gutter ball, because as he say, I don't want to be here, okay? I want to do nothing. I don't want to be here doing stuff. And we see that Tiny trying to figure out what's his thing. You know what I'm saying? What is the thing that he wants to do? Nothing. Let him do nothing for a minute. He's like 10. Like, I think some parents, some people need to understand that you don't have to figure out what your kid wants to do at 10. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not saying to leave them alone, let them do nothing forever, but don't try to just force them to do things that you think they may want to do. No, if I make them be a bowler, maybe he'll love bowling. Nah, not so much. Anyway, so they tell all the kids at the little bowling alley, whatever, hey, remember that commercial we tried to do last season, but we could not because King messed up in school? Well, we're going to do the commercial this season, okay? We're going to do the commercial. All y'all have a part in this commercial, and we're going to do it. And first of all, again, as I mentioned last time, so was nobody going to mention Damani? Damani just gone? He the only kid they're not going to Damani really somewhere on his own, trying to be a musician. Like, I ain't got time for the shenanigans of the reality TV show, okay? I want to be looked at as a rapper. And I do think the funness of this show would probably take him out of the mind zone of focusing on music. I will say that I can get why he possibly, you know what I'm saying, chose to not be involved. My hair is still wet, so let's hope that it don't drip nowhere. Anyway, so they go when they do the commercial. T.I. directing it. Tiny's a producer, but you know it's kind of hard when you out here directing a 3-year-old. Okay, sometimes she won't listen. Sometimes she won't look at the camera. Sometimes it was a little bit difficult, but eventually, okay, they got it done. And they showed us a little video. It was cute, you know what I'm saying? She's a little boss baby, running her own little boss company. Her brothers is her, you know, security or whatever. One brother is a chauffeur. Okay, her sister is, you know, in the meeting while she's picking this and picking that. I mean, it was cute and all. I still don't want to buy nail polish or lip gloss. I want some Fenty stuff. I love Fenty. But it was cute. It was cute nonetheless. Okay. And I mean, they were, so who cares? We then had Toya and Regine chit chat, okay? And you know, she brings up how she is, you know, happy. Move my phone a little bit closer. How she is happy and she's starting to move on and move forward. We're breaking out that little Lucci dude or whatever. She brings out how her dad talked to her. And you know, and this guy in her, like, you know what I'm saying, that boy don't love you, honey. He may love you, but he's not in love with you. You could tell that by his actions. I said, oh, wouldn't he know? Wouldn't he know? Okay, Lil Wayne school. But you know, that's the thing. When your daddy is a bit of a hound dog or a bit of a whore, you want him to advise you on what to look out for in dudes. Okay, that was the reason I, you know, was good around these parts or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because my brother and cousins put me up on game. Okay, so you know what I'm saying? Whatever. So, you know, it's just, you know, a good thing that she now says she's aware of her value and she realized he wasn't the one and she realized, you know what I'm saying, it was some bull of the shit or whatever. And now her daddy relationship is getting better and getting closer. They're spending more time together. Probably because when she was banging Lucci or whatever, because you can't tell me it wasn't having sex. When she was banging Lucci, she probably wasn't hanging out with her dad too much. Her dad would have probably been like, look girl, look what you doing? Leave that boy alone, okay? Anyway, we then, so Toya's also happy that all that happened, okay? We then see Toya saying how she was talking to Red and everything, and how Red was telling her, well, you need to get close to your father as well. Toya feels like her father is the one who needs to reach out. He has multiple kids. He's only active in certain kids' lives or whatever. He's the kind of parent who feel like, well, you should reach out to me. Okay, and I went through that myself, you know what I'm saying, whatever. I've done a video about me and my bio dad before, and I just made a post on my Facebook, of course, about us now. I may do a video about it, I don't know. Anyway, but you know, she just feel like, you know what I'm saying, I think that my bio father should be the one to reach out to me, and I should not be the one, you know what I'm saying, consistently reach out to her. And then he like, you know, I think you should probably, you know, reach out or whatever. So, you know, when Toya then later when I was Red or whatever, and they was on a little golfing day. It's cute. I like them together as a little couple. And you know, she tells somebody, you know, I'm more open to talking to my dad or whatever, you know what I'm saying, because I see how Regine has, you know what I'm saying, gotten better with her father, and I feel like, you know what I'm saying, I can take that first step into doing that too. And he said, I'm happy that you're being more open to things this year. I'm open to everything, Red. That means I'm open to you propose to me so we can get married. Okay, so that's cute. It's cute how Regine, you know, her steps in having a better relationship with her daddy is helping Toya realize I can do the same thing. Okay, now we then see Monica and her boys. Okay, now Monica's boys, the boys are, I know they're both teenagers if I'm not mistaken. I know the oldest one is probably like 16 years old. The younger one maybe 12, 13 or whatever. We haven't seen Layla, the little young, her daughter just yet, but it's cool. So she tells them how, you know, y'all know eventually we're going to move out the house or whatever, because her and Shannon is still all living in that one house while she's house hunting for another house or whatever. But it's like, you know, we're going to eventually move out. I'll keep y'all in y'all same school district or whatever, y'all same school, you know what I'm saying, but, you know, things gonna change a little bit, because she brings up how the oldest boy was with her, you know, with her first breakup from their daddy, you know, Rocco, the rapper, or whatever. So the oldest boy also currently has like a little girlfriend, you know what I'm saying, and so she wants to give him like a crash course, you know, how to treat a lady, okay, and this is that he is aware of things he should and should not do when dating somebody or whatever, and how to respect women. Okay, so we then see, Monica and her boys meet up with Ti and Tiny and they oldest, well, and King, because King is around the same age as Monica's son. So them boys all kind of grew up together as play cousins or whatnot. So they discussing how Rocco has a little girlfriend or whatever. Mike's like, I like the little girl. You know what I'm saying? She's nice or whatnot. T.I. then say, guys don't pick the girls that their mama like. You know what I'm saying? You should, just so that you know. So your mama don't like Tiny? He say she didn't at first. She could not stand Tiny at first. I'm like, oh, wow. Okay, so Tiny he say she likes her now, but she did not like her when I was first dating her, okay, at all. And Tiny brings up how she feel like at first his family, his mom included, thought she was some little preppy white girl because her mom is white, her dad is black. Tiny back then was lighter. She looked different back then than she does now. So I can understand how at first glance of the Tiny that who she was back then, not the Tiny we see now who she was back then, they may have assumed that she was not black. Okay, but she had to remind them, no, I'm black, okay, and I'm here to stay, so let it be. And now they're a happy couple right now. So Monica brings up how she just wants to make sure her son is just always open and aware that he can come, talk to her about this, about that. And T.I. brought up how, well, eventually they gonna, not do that. And, he said something like, the way to know that you was a good parent is if your kids are able to no longer rely on you all the time for something, for advice or whatever he said. Like, you have to prepare them to be able to do things and not have to always come to you. Okay. He also brought up how he feel like, he only needs to protect his daughters from heartbreak. Saying how with women sometimes, he said I don't want heartbreak sticking with them, longer than it needs to. So I can prevent them from being heartbroken. I'm like, you ain't gonna be able to do that, bro. Ain't gonna happen. He brings up how men don't even know who they are until they have dealt with heartbreak. I say, to not want to prepare your sons for heartbreak is the same reason why niggas be out here breaking females' hearts, because someone then broke their heart and they ain't know how to move on from it. Okay, so I think you need to be sure to prepare both your male child and female child to deal with it, because again, there are many people, male and female, who don't know how to deal with it properly, okay? Because some man didn't had his heart broke, or some little boy didn't had his heart broke by some little girl, and then for the rest of his life, he breaking everybody else's hearts, okay? So T.I., go to your sons and let them know how to handle it, okay? To not get their heart broken and be, the heartless assholes the rest of their life, dogging women, marrying women, cheating on women, okay? And breaking girls' hearts like they father. Anyway, but again, we then, so they had that whole thing or whatnot. Okay, we then see Monica, her oldest, Rocco, going on like a little date. Okay, she wanted to see how he would date a little girl, like what would he do, whatever, because he's not like 16. And he like, I'm not nervous about, going on a date with mama, you know what I'm saying, because she has been preparing me since I was young to learn how to respect women. Like when I was younger, if, I wouldn't like open the door for her or pull out the seat or whatever, she would make us like read, like, oh nope, start over. You get out the car or whatever. And I think that's a good thing to teach them, to always be gentlemen, okay? And she's been doing that since they were younger. So he, they walked in, he no, let her order first. Yes, I'm paying for it. You know what I'm saying? It was real nice to see him like just be aware of things because his mom has taught him that so far, okay? And maybe his dad, I don't know. So when they sit down and chit chat or whatever, he brings up how he's so cool and so nonchalant about things, about dating or whatever. And she then kind of says to him how, her and his father, their dad played a big part in the reason they broke up, because he was a little bit too lax, about their relationship or whatever. And sometimes the person may make you feel like you don't care, then that causes a whole breakdown in communication, and and then y'all ain't together no more. And so she just warns him to not be too cool and too laid back when dating someone to where they don't know where y'all, where y'all stand or whatever. I'm like, that was a good little lesson or whatever. And then, he kind of admits how it is hard for them dating people or whatever based on who their parents are, because they still have to realize, are they dating me for me or because of who my parents are. He said, but my mom gives great advice. Like he says, my mom's talked to me like a friend would. You know what I'm saying? So like when she's honest like a friend. Not she talks not we are like friends, but she talks to me how my friends would talk to me. You know what I'm saying? So I trust the advice that she's giving me because she gives great advice or whatever. When she asked him, well, how you feel about me dating? Since I'm divorced or whatever. He like, you grown, do you? I said, oh, that's so cute. He don't want to hold his mama back. And then, with Latoya and Tommy, okay, married and everything. And I think theirs was the most serious of it all, you know what I'm saying? So the pregnancy test that she took last time came back negative, okay? So we knew at this point in time she was not pregnant, but he wants to keep trying. He tried a lot and they succeeded because again they're pregnant. Well, little boy not, okay, prayers for them and everything, okay? But Toya feel like, I don't want to put too much pressure on us too soon because again, his mom just passed away and he still has not dealt with that in a healthy way because he still being seeing teen too much or whatnot. Okay, she wants to make sure that they are good as a couple before they bring more kids into this marriage. Okay, but I'm like, girl, but you knocked up. So I guess it was good. Okay, so we later on see them chit chatting or whatever while they're playing pool. You know what I'm saying? And she tells him how I want to make sure that he has an outlet for the emotions that he's feeling with him losing his mom. And then she kind of asked him like, has he thought about counseling at all or whatever? And he said, I have. I think I'm open to talk to somebody. And he tells her how he's appreciative of her support, you know what I'm saying, in all of this. Now, I do think when we see him, he seems so nice and demure and nice or whatever. But I can only imagine when he's grieving, that ain't who he is, okay? And you can tell there's tension in the air, not negative tension, but grief type tension. And you can tell how both of them are kind of walking on eggshells, talking to one another. But again, grief is hard. Okay, grief is really, really hard or whatever. So we then see they had Pastor Gray come over and his wife, whose name I forgot just that quick. But, they came over, to counsel them both or whatever. So we see how John is with Tommy and then his wife was with Toya. And so, Tommy brings about, I'm still heartbroken. I'm still heartbroken over losing my mom or whatever. And I have these thoughts in my head about, what I wish I could have done. I could have done more. I could have visited more. I could have been around more. I could have, all these what ifs and could I, would I, should I, could have, would have, should have that he has. And I like how Pastor Gray said how, you can't go back and have those thoughts. Okay, you have to be able to give yourself permission to live through the grief. Okay, and he also brought up how you need to find healthy outlets to express yourself. And I think he can feel or understand that Tommy isn't grieving in a healthy way. He's not expressing himself in a healthy way because he probably feels bad if he has good moments. You know what I'm saying? Which probably makes him angry. Okay? Pastor John Gray said to me, you people think that black men shouldn't cry. And when you think that, and when that happens, then we end up releasing that energy at times in negative ways, okay? And Tommy admits, you know what I'm saying, I have a temper now. I'm very short, I have a short temper. I shut down and close myself off or whatever. And you know what I'm saying, that is going to cause some tension. You know what I'm saying, that's just how I feel. And I like how, John tells him how, there are things that Toya is going through that she won't even tell you. Okay, and it's based on how you are processing your grief, meaning you are processing your grief in whatever way you are doing it. And you are affecting her. And she won't tell you how what you're doing is negatively affecting her because she's letting you, grieve how you grieve. Now, over with his wife talking with Toya, Toya brings up how, his mom was, always on him about us making our marriage work or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And as much as she was his go-to person, she was also my go-to person as well. And so I feel like, he lost his go-to person because he talks about he don't know like what to do. And it says that he's lost that in him. And it was very sad not sad, but it was interesting watching her talk and how softly she was speaking and how she was also almost whispering her emotions because I feel like she was whispering her emotions because she is things that she's scared to voice. So she couldn't say those things in her normal not even loud, her normal tone of voice. But she was so soft saying things as if she just didn't really want to, fully say it or whatever. And she felt like like I feel like, I haven't even had time to grieve or had time to mourn her because I've been trying to be there for Tommy. And I think she whispered that because she may feel like saying that out loud may sound selfish. That I'm worrying about myself mourning more than my husband, who that was his mom, but I lost her as well. But I haven't grieved, I haven't mourned her because I haven't had time. Because again, I got a baby to worry about, I got a husband to worry about, so I haven't even expressed my own grief or whatever. Grief in it. She also brings up how, he's been angry, quick temper recently, whatever, and he doesn't like for me to see him cry. And when she said, I swear, when she said this, I started crying. She quietly said, like, he sobs every night. He sobs every night. He reads old texts from her every single night. And, there's nothing I can do to help him with this. But every night he's crying and just sobbing and reading all that, And then she was like, and I rub his back, as she's crying, I rub his back, but he won't rub mine. And it was her speaking her truth quietly, hoping to not seem like she's being selfish, in my opinion, okay? And, she says, and I have to be okay with him not rubbing my back. You know what I'm saying? While I'm comforting him, no one's able to comfort me. And I have to be okay, or I've been okay with that, even if it isn't okay. She said, but I just feel like I'm going to explode. And she was crying. It was so emotionally expressive on both of their parts. Even though Tommy may not have been crying, he was still expressing the fact that he don't know what to do. And he's just he's heartbroken or whatever. And she's just trying to be a good wife and be there for him and everything. And it's a lot, okay? And so we then see, all the four of them come back together. And I like how Pastor John Grace said, one, y'all need to seek professional marriage counseling, for one. Because again, they had little issues before the mom passed away, and this can make things worse. So he said, y'all need to get professional marriage counseling. But also he tells Tommy, he said, Toya is just as vulnerable as you are, and she wants to be seen. And I think it's because he saw in Toya that she was standing there just wanting to be seen, that she's also in pain. But Tommy's so much caught up in his pain, he can't even see that she going through the same thing. And it was when he said that, and Toya kind of just, took a, like, she kind of just exhaled a little bit, and you can tell that she wanted to cry. And I like how Tommy walked over to her and just embraced her and hugged her. And it sounded like one of them or both of them, like, kind of like it was just a release of energy, knowing I am being embraced, to grieve as well. It was so sad. Look, losing a parent is the most unexplainable feeling that you really don't even get until it happens to you. So I can literally imagine the pain that man going through, and it's still new for them. You know what I'm saying? His mom then passed away not too long ago, so it's still new. It's still a new. I'm 5 years into my dad passing away, and while it is easier now, 5 years later, the first year was unimaginably horrific, emotionally. So I'm like, I can just, oh my God, it just makes my heart hurt and ache for them, and just keep them in prayer, okay? Keep them in your prayers, because again, or anybody who's lost someone, we have to just keep everybody lifted up, okay? And pray and everything. Okay, so that was our episode, okay? So I will talk to y'all later. Do not forget to like, comment, and share this video, to subscribe, and follow me on IG and on Twitter at J_Lees_Corner, and we are done, okay? Peace.